I want to play with here is a Rashmi deck. I want to try this one out. I love Rashmi. Rashmi is one of my favorite creatures. I'm a Simic player at heart. And so I took my my regular Rashmi deck. I haven't updated this one since these two cards were banned because they are auto includes. Um, and I cut out a lot of the expensive stuff because it's 1v1 commander. That's just not going to happen. So like instead of going for the Vidalcan Ori kind of plan, I figured like if you can cast a 1 mana spell each turn, like your turn, your opponent's turn, that's pretty good, and you can draw a lot of cards that way. And you might be able to get Crufix into play or something like that. So let's look at the actual deck. So and there's still some good creatures. Consecrated Sphinx is really good in this format still. Woodland Bellower is pretty awesome. Prime Speaker is awesome. So there's some expensive spells, but I really cut down on the top end. Added a ton of counter spells because this is 1v1 commander, and I added a bunch of low drops and stuff like that, and I've tested it for a few games, and it mostly seems to work. I don't know if it's the greatest deck in the world. I'm not gonna run it through a tournament or anything like that, but it is a lot of fun, and you can get a lot of value. The problem, of course, is that Rashmi is pretty fragile, and unless you wait till 6 mana or have Force of Will, you're not going to be able to protect it. Maybe 5 mana if you got one of the 1 mana spells. So see how it works, test it out, have some fun with it. So that's the real rogue deck I wanted to bring today. Is Rashmi. Let's change to Rashmi, and let's see how it works. Let's actually try to win the game this time. I know it's unusual for me. Hopefully we can get a game fairly soon. And I'm not gonna try the just for fun room because this thing is stacked with counter spells, and that doesn't ring to me as a just for fun kind of deck. There are a lot of counter spells in this deck, and that's what actually gives it kind of a chance. I'm still not sure it's the greatest deck in the world, but it's fun. Teferi's pretty good. Might be fun to try and get, some of the creatures that makes things uncounterable or something, like a Serpapard, or I'm not sure. So that's the other thing with these Wednesday Rogue decks. I might tweak the deck as I play it throughout the night. If things aren't working, I mostly just threw this together, played a few games with it, seemed to work. That doesn't mean it's a refined good deck. It might need some more work. So that's what we're looking to find out. If I can find a game. Slow night for some reason. I'm not gonna run it through just for fun, and this is clearly not, like, it's way too many counter spells to be a 4-player one. I do run about 8 to 10 counter spells in my 4-player Rashmi deck because she's really good with counter spells, and you want to be able to protect her, and you want to be able to protect your Prophet of Crufix. But this is primarily pinned at 1v1. Did I actually take out Cyclonic Rift? That seems strange. Cyclonic Rift doesn't count as a 7. Very notable. It's alternative casting cost. It doesn't. This is a mulligan. This looks mostly keepable. What are we playing against? Kalidas. That's pretty good. I actually... It's like a Scry 3, so like... It's not quite a Scry 3. We'll shuffle. Unfortunately, we have to shuffle twice. Aw. Do we play Rashmi? He probably kills it. I'm not doing anything else. We're just trying this deck out. I think it's the wrong play, for the record. I don't think you want to play Rashmi there. Prophet is not banned. Prophet, the ban was lifted. It's actually when Magic decided to take on their own ban list. They unbanned Prophet. Or rather, they just didn't put Prophet in the ban list. So let's Serum Visions. We get to draw a card. You get land. I don't mind a land next turn. I don't really want them. Well, actually, Land of War Elves is pretty good. So, alright, let's just say go. I want to trade for 2 for 2 here. He's gaining life. Doesn't really do anything. I probably should have put the Land War Elves. I forgot how Rashmi works and that I could cast a spell on his turn. I should have put the Land War Elves on top. I don't know if it should also grip the Greaves. actually more worried about the Greaves. Let's go for the Greaves. Don't get a card from that, but yeah, it's super busted. You don't even know the half of it yet. So as you can see, I'm just going for a ton of value. Free spells are good. If you get them, great. But I'm not really pushing the free spell angle. I'm just going for, I just want a ton of value in this deck. So I'm playing a lot of cheaper things. I pay tax, I don't know if I block. I think it's too good for me not to. Oh. Alright, that just bounces off of it. I didn't fully read Kalitas. Let's play this because it can currently only do creatures. And then let's play Sakura Tribe Elder. Logic Knot's pretty good. Let's Lotus Cobra. And do I hold the other cards? No, I'd like to see what I draw off Coiling Oracle. Alright, that's pretty good. Surprised he hasn't been able to remove either of these cards yet. Seems like he'd be playing a removal heavy deck. I'd like to play one of these counter spells. Let's just hard cast. Do. Alright. He thinks Prophet's going to be banned in 1v1 Commander, and I think he could not be further from the truth. I don't think there's any reason in multiplayer Commander, Prophet should probably be banned. In 1v1 Commander, I don't think there's any reason whatsoever to ban Prophet or Krufix. And they are going to be splitting the list fairly soon. Alright, so now we have a real archetype. We've got Nissa. This looks pretty keepable. Did I put Arbor Elf in this deck? Or, not Arbor Elf. Dryad Arbor. Dryad Arbor is not in this deck. Maybe it should be. It's just really good with... Alright, I got the turn 1 ramp and he didn't. Should I go for something here? A Sakura Tribe Elder or something? Sylvan Library. guess we just play our own. But yeah, I think this is like the only deck that even wants to play Prophet or Kruphix. And when you're only tapping on one other person's turn, it's just not as broken. Alright, Lotus Cobra. That's really good. Did he keep a card? No. Do I really care about any of these? Let's just draw through it. Deck doesn't have a lot of removal. So I'm just going to play Rashmi now. Hope to take the highway to the value train. Alright, he still hasn't drawn a card. I assume he's got 5 mana this turn. Could be 6 somehow. Not too worrisome yet. Alright, that's a little bit more worrisome. Oh, yeah, because that creates 5 mana, doesn't it? So he could still... Oh, that's bad. So that's one of his removal spells. He did draw that. And he's way ahead of me on mana, which is what this deck does. Is there really not a Reclamation Sage in this deck? Oh, that's a mistake. Maybe I should have checked first. Go with a Lotus Cobra, I guess. So Dryad Arbor and Lotus Cobra should probably be in this deck. Not Lotus Cobra. Lotus Cobra is in the deck. Alright, so he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, so 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. Jeez. This Force Spike is probably dead in the water. Primal Command. You can Primal Command your Lignify if you want. I don't mind. I don't think he's going to do that. I also can't Force Spike the Primal Command. I assume he goes for like the Sylvan Library. Although not shuffling it isn't great. But yeah, Reclamation Sage. Loaded, Dryad Arbor, Reclamation Sage. So he's getting a creature. Probably dead here. Might be able to find a way through this if I had a Reclamation Sage. That doesn't do anything. But this is what the things you want to find out. One, if it's good against some of the standard archetypes. And this is just playing ramps harder than we do. Like, I didn't put that much ramp in the deck. Definitely not remanding a World Breaker. Not that I can anyways. Now that he's got the Sylvan Library advantage. May as well make this uncounterable for no good reason. That seems alright. I don't know if it really does anything. So, always yes, always yield. Let's make green. And do nothing with it. See, I'd be drawn through my deck with any of these spells if I had found Reclamation Sage. It's got 2 cards in hand. Doesn't want to attack. Let's play Jace. None of those are quite what I'm looking for. Nykthos creates a ton of mana, doesn't it? Let's put Nykthos first. I can't really... Oh. Oh, I see. I gotta play a land. Can't really attack in without giving me my Rashmi back. He's down to one card. So, though he can just draw cards with the Sylvan Library. Card on top, card on top. He's not drawing cards. Like, I think generally you pay life to draw a card. Yeah, he's going for the Eye of Ugin. Jeez, that's a lot of mana. Maybe I should have left Wasteland open, but I don't think it really matters. He still gets to activate Eye of Ugin no matter what. So I can put land on top and then just draw them. And we clearly wasteland the Eye of Ugin. I almost think Emrakul, the control your turn Emrakul, would be better for him than... Oh. Yeah, he can cast that, can't he? I guess we'll play Eternal Witness. Get back to Wasteland. Guess we could have played that as an instant. Pretty dead here. Can't help but wonder where it'd be if I'd had a Reclamation Sage in the deck. Like I had the Green Sun Zenith. Alright. Get an extra turn. Oh. He can... I'm just gonna... No, I need to fix this deck, even if it didn't take 2 minutes to Dryad Arbor. Do I have some weird filter on? Play that over like a forest. And then Reclamation. Play that over, I don't know what. Gush probably isn't the best. Try it over Gush. Is this the same player? Wouldn't mind trying again. Brea this time. hand seems passable. I'm on the draw. Drawing another land isn't great. Get a breeding pool out of my deck with this. Although, you do probably want to save these. This plays out a little different than most regular decks because you want to save your. So Bray is going to be a removal heavy deck, so that's going to make Rashmi worse. I do at least have the Yavimaya Hollow. That means I'm going to want to play Rashmi later. Basics, huh? Mismatch basics at that. Let's get breeding pool. No. Another land. Fantastic. That's sarcasm for those who are unversed in sarcasm. If he goes for his commander, I counterspell it 100%. Anything else, I don't know. Apparently he read the counterspell. Alright, a 6-mana spell. At least the Factor Fiction is playable next turn. Alright, nothing I can do there. I could have not countered it. It's just such a good way to filter your draws. Drawing 2 and discarding 2 is amazing. I don't know if I play my commander here. Let's try it and see what happens. I'm sure it dies. Probably better than... I guess he could Brea and kill it. So that probably wasn't the best play. Probably instantly kills it. You don't want to let me untap with this. I'll tell you right now. Yeah. Didn't think that one through all the way. My draw has been pretty horrendous. I've drawn so many lands. Playing a Prime Seeker for 1 is not something you ever want to be doing. He's going to get a ultimate Dak Faden too. Most likely. I have a bunch of cheap spells in this deck, and I've drawn none of them. Hopefully he doesn't counter this Factor Fiction, although he probably will at this point. And then unless I draw something next turn, I've got nothing going on. Oh, jeez. What are you doing with all that mana? Alright. Don't see that one played very often. Yeah, I should probably be playing Treachery in this deck. I don't think I am. I probably should be. A good team. I'm just moving on. Actually, let's add Treachery to the deck. Subtracting. I don't know. Everything else is pretty good. Explosive vegetation might be a little late. Let's try that. I accidentally made the window bigger. This is a mulligan. This seems fine. What are we playing against? Atraxa. I don't really want that. So we don't have a lot of interaction against Atraxa. There's some. Being faster is one way. The spell's nice. Maybe I did want the Gemstone Caverns. Am I playing the Moxen? I'm not playing the Moxen either. I wonder if I should be playing the Moxen. They're zeros, and they're pretty bad flips with Rashmi. And you can put them in your hand if you don't want to play them right away. Let's hold on to that. Play that. Not sure what's happening here. Looks like we're getting Atraxa next turn. We'll do 1 damage to him. Uh-oh. What are you getting? Maybe Maybe holding up Dispel would have been good. I just figured he was going to Atraxa me. And I kind of want the Dispel to protect Rashmi. Oh, Coalition Relic. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's pretty good. Are you missing mana? Let's rush me an elf. Yay. Lets me really filter my draws here. That's strange. Wonder what he's after. Is he comboing? Do I want this? Put it on the bottom. Get rid of the E-Witness next turn with our Scry. A little transparent that I'm holding up Dispel or some other 1-mana counter. All right. Concerns me a bit. So we only want one of these anyways. Kind of sad to not get Profit of Crufix. Oh. I forgot that we were stacking the deck. Yeah. But I do not care for doubling season. Not interested in that. Should have activated Coalition Relic first. I guess I could have 3 visits. I could have put 3 visits on top, and that would have been better than drawing a land. If I had thought about it properly. Alright, nothing I can do about that. I can attack it. It's just dead next turn. 4 mana, gain 2 life, draw a card. I definitely want that. Can I cast that? I can't cast that, can I? Oh, yeah, I can, technically. But I can't leave up to spell. Do I want that for mana? I don't need that for mana. So I need that. So that means, unfortunately, I can't scry. Too bad Teferi isn't an elf. Not gonna can't interfere with that. What are you casting here? Tameo. Okay. So he's clearly playing an Atraxa counter. Oh, draw 3 cards. That's pretty good. Get a land off the top of my deck. I gotta scry another land to the bottom of my deck. Let's keep both of those counter spells. Scry the land to the bottom. Put Tameo and his face. Probably should have had the Yavimaya Hollow in play by now. Could be playing Wrath or something like that. Probably just a bunch of counters, or a bunch of planeswalkers. Don't love having a double spell here, but not really interested in him doing this. I think he's dead. Yeah, he's dead. Okay. Alright. Not playing a match. You have to wait 2 minutes. I'm going to go get some soda, and I'll be right back. Alright, always drawing is still waiting. So we will join that one. So Atraxa isn't really an established archetype, and kind of the problem with that kind of a deck, the Planeswalkers, is if... That seems fine. Or what are we playing against? Keranos. Because if you fall behind, Planeswalkers don't do a lot. Like, he was spending 4 or 5 mana to draw cards. 5 mana to draw 3 cards is pretty good. Alright. Fortunately, I wasn't super dependent on that. He gets a scry, though. Got a small spell snare. Am I interested in these cards? I need a land. It's just not worth it. We got a bunch of counter spells already. I need a land. Did you miss a land? I don't know if it's correct to spell snare that. But when they miss a land, it feels right. And we're missing a land. Not gonna do it twice. Oh my god. This is a very capable hand. And I haven't drawn any land. Alright, I drew a tap land. Something. Not interested in that. Alright. Davis Nature's Herald is pretty good here. He can counter it if he wants. I haven't actually seen a counter spell yet. I assume he's playing him. Yep. That's interesting. All right. What do I want here? I could just get a Dryad Arbor, which you can't interfere with. Can I get Oracle Mondial? We're gonna try it. It's probably gets countered. Dang it! I should have known that was coming. least we're both in the same boat here. Breaking serve doesn't feel right. Allows him to cast Keranos. Not interested in that. And he's got a counterspell up. Yeah, now he gets the Keranos. I didn't have a counterspell for it anyways. Yep. Dies right away. That's too bad. I'd actually, not going to be able to keep Rashmi alive, am I? What did he draw? Starstorm. Alright. Still pretty far behind. Future Sight's a great card. Jeez, what is this? Is that a sorcery? That's an instant. Don't know why you needed it. I guess I'm tapped out. Hi, honey. Have a good night. Do I play Jace? I'm not sure what's going on here. Jace probably dies. At least gets rid of that. Alright, it dies. Jeez. Just like a burn deck. I'm gonna cast this. It gets us a free Ancestral Vision. Shoot. I didn't think this through. Because I need to factor Fiction. So it doesn't get us free Ancestral Vision. I was hoping he'd stop drawing spells at some point in time. He can't always draw spells, right? I get an Arbor Elf. Fabulous. Clearly splits the counter spells. I think I want the Cryptic Command. That's fine. Keranos is a tough one. Like, it just kills my commander over and over again. There's not much I can do. Get some value out of it, I guess. It's largely free. It's not free. All right. Do I want to bounce Dak Faden? Or do I not care? Let's not worry about it this turn. I don't know if that's right. I don't think we're getting ahead any other way. put Spell Pierce land. He already knows we have the Spell Pierce. Nope. Then played the land for my hand. Wow. Alright. Am I going to attack in case I need a Crows and Grip? I don't know. Pretty sure I'm dead no matter what. Yeah, he's just going for my face. And he's drawn a spell every turn. He hasn't drawn any lands. Alright, I'm dead. At least it's over. Jeez. Alright. Well, that happens. Keranos is a weird one, and it's a bad matchup because Keranos is so bad for me. Maybe if I had countered it, but I had to counter the Jace, but I knew he was holding up a counter spell. Or the Dak Faden? Was it Dak Faden or Jace? I don't know what. This deck seems to have problems with Planeswalkers. There's not much it can do. It doesn't really pressure Planeswalkers very well. If it gets ahead, Planeswalkers aren't very good. If it's behind, Planeswalkers are just outstanding. We'll keep trying it. See if we can refine it a bit. What might be fun is that big blue spell that lets you take control of target spell. This is not keepable. Like, I want to be able to keep this. Making Serum Visions? It's got 2 lands. I'm going to try it. I'm on the draw. Alright, not a green land, but not even a spell I can come even close to casting yet. Oh, jeez. That's a pretty big blowout. Didn't expect that. Alright. Definitely want to remand just about anything. And suddenly my keep looks horrible. I was not expecting the mental misstep. Although I probably would have cried to the bottom with these spells. Alright, ponder something. Kind of want to play this Elvish Mystic or the Secure Tribe Elder. Let's do Elvish Mystic. Wasteland is red land. And Ponder. castle looks pretty good. I think all of this looks pretty good. In the exact order that it is in. Yeah. No, thank you. Alright, I take 2 damage. There's a land on top of my library. I guess if he tries to counter this, then I lose that land. Alright, he doesn't draw any land. The wasteland was pretty good there. So our keep ended up working out, mostly out of luck. We'll give him another shot. It's the same deck. We'll see how it, not especially fair to base how good the deck is on our opponent getting mana screwed. I'd rather actually know. This hand looks pretty good. I think I want everything that this hand has to offer. Do I Mystic Tutor for anything? I don't know what I Mystic Tutor for. I mean, I can get a counter spell. Let's just play a Breeding Pool tap for now. Why does it keep closing that? It's actually really important to keep it open. You want to remember that you have resources. Well, that's pretty bad. I actually don't even have Cyclonic Rift in this deck. I'm not sure if it should be or not. I maybe could have Logic not Jorian. That might have been the right play. Yeah, because he's got the mana anyways. Now he knows I'm tapped out. It's probably just greedy to not draw a land. Seems to be the pattern here. Like there's 39 lands in this deck, aren't there? 39. Come on. You've got to be kidding me. This is ridiculous. I don't think I can Mystic Tutor for anything anytime soon. I mean, he hasn't drawn any lands either, so at least we're at a stalemate here. But I'm taking 2 damage a turn. Strange is he's not casting any spells into the Pyromancer either. A land. We're going definitely for Rashmi. I'd really rather use this Force of Will on his turn. Pierce? We'll go with Spell Pierce. Do you have your own Force of Will? Misdirection. Oh, jeez. I think you can misdirection the Force of Will onto itself once it's already on the stack. I think that makes more sense than what you did there. Because you don't get to draw a card with Cryptic Command if it's countered by no targets. I kind of want this Treachery, but I don't have any illusions that it's going to resolve. It's down to 3 cards. Let's find out. What did he exile? He exiled his own Sprout Pierce. Ah. Is a charm. Okay, I'm moving on. This is just tournament practice. No sense struggling through an unwinnable game. Or quit picking match, man. I know it defaults to that, but like you should pick something. Let's try it one more time. See if we can. We're playing first. This hand is unkeepable. This hand is great. And I don't want that, I want to land. Can it be a land? No, it's a counter spell. That's pretty good. Not interested in that. God dang it. Bunch of cards in this deck. A bunch of lands. Worldly Tutor for like an elf or something. Let's just say go. Alright, we draw land. Can't protect it. I don't think we go for it yet. What's an elf in my deck? Not much. Got a lot of counter spells. He knows we have the mana leak. No, the counter spell. Do I care? I don't really care. Let's just draw. Okay. Correct to leave green up, even if, well, actually I could use it for a Worldly Tutor. It might be correct to use it for a Worldly Tutor now that I get a free spell off of it. Although he might just try to kill Rashmi at the end of turn. Well, I can't do anything about that. That sucks. Alright. Can't do anything about that. I still get an extra spell, or a land. Not much going on here. But Keranos, man. That thing just eats Rashmi up. And he gets it right away. All I got was a land off of it. That's no bueno. Guess it doesn't matter. He's gonna get a next turn. That's pretty good. You can bounce it. It's a thing in the ice, but we get 2 spells off of it. Alright, it's going after the snake. Yes, I definitely want to do that. Oh, that's nice. Thank you for that. That was sweet of you. I think you forgot about that one. He's pausing. I mean, you can stifle it, but other than that, there's nothing much that stops that from happening. Like that happens. Force him to do it. Well, we can still replay. We can probably just counter the Sphinx, though. I don't know, he's down to 2 cards. We've seen... That's mine. What's his revealed cards? Preordain and Signet. Alright. What does that do? Oh, he countered his own creature spell to stop me from doing that. But he's out of spells now. So the temple's good. You got an upkeep effect? Could bounce it. He knows what he drew. Stay out of there. Sorry, one of my cats was... Alright. Can't do anything there. That was an incredible draw. Where'd the Exarch go? Oh, he exiled it. Okay, yeah. Alright, we got a Mystic Tutor now. What do we Mystic Tutor for? Confluence, Future Sight. No, that doesn't. I'm not even sure if Mystic Tutor belongs in this deck. It can be used to stack cards on top of your library. Like you can force a counter spell with Rashmi in play. It just seems so narrow. Like, what else do we get? I don't see much else going on here, so I'm gonna play into him killing my elf. I have no illusions that that's what's going to happen. And it didn't happen. It's pretty awesome. I could Cryptic Command the Keranos, but then I'm not drawing anything. I guess I'm drawing one spell. Ooh, Eat Witness is super good. Do I just want like a free spell? Or a Flusterstorm to force through this E-Witness? I definitely want this E-Witness, so I will Flusterstorm his next spell if he's got another counter spell. We might draw a land off of Rashmi. Wow. Alright, we would have drawn a land, so I would have been able to play it no matter what. And then we would have drawn those cards. Seems early to give up, but, you know, it happens. Let's try another game. So that was a pretty even split there. We don't keep this hand. This hand we don't keep. I've learned that lesson. Can't keep that one either. Even on the scry, we're on the draw. We really need a green land. I don't know. We got 3 turns to, so that's 80% to draw a land. I don't know if that's correct. We're playing against Carador. Would you keep the commander open? Jeez. I did the math earlier because I kept a 1 land plus elf hand, and it's about 65% to draw in 2 cards, and about 80% to draw in 3 cards if you've got 39 lands in your deck. Alright, so that was abysmal. At least it wasn't a tournament this time. You gonna start another game, or I guess not? We'll host one. No, he started another one, but he started a match. I don't know why people don't just join the games that are there. And I also wish Magic would default to single games, since matches are broken. Like, you can't sideboard in this format. So it won't let you submit a sideboard. So you can either wait 2.5 minutes for the sideboard to go through, or you can... So it makes sense that they default to a single game if you just click the host. Like, I'm pretty sure they set the defaults. So for Commander, they should set it to something that makes more sense. This looks keepable. We're playing against Sirach. Let's keep. I think I Green Sun Zenith for the Dryad Arbor. Seems pretty good. We made 2 blue for Serum Visions. And yeah, those seem fine. how good Courser is. Actually, we did those in the wrong order, didn't we? Oh yeah, Courser's for stacking the top of your library. It can help get lands off the top of your library. So it's actually a pretty important part of the Rashmi puzzle. So there's a cryptic underneath the Courser. I can't play Rashmi next turn and keep up Condescend. I let him know that the cryptic's there. I could shuffle it away. I think I do shuffle it away, actually. I think I don't shuffle Sakura Tribe Elder this turn. And I play the Courser. What kind of a business is he up to? Alright. I think I know this deck. I'm actually going to be trying this one out really soon. There was a deck that got... oh, come on, Magic. It froze. Yep. There was a deck that got 3-0, or not 3-0, third place in the Commander Challenge. So it went 5-1. It won in the quarterfinals. It lost in the semifinals, I think is what it comes down to. Here it is. Let me move this over here so we don't... it's a Sirach deck, which is already very interesting. And it plays the combo, the, jeez, come on, Magic. It plays Splinter Twin, Kiki Jiki, that combo. Because otherwise, Sirach is pretty bad against creature decks. But the Splinter Twin combo allows you to kind of win against out of nowhere. So it gives it much more play against creature decks. I probably should have gripped him. Alright. That's a strange one. The Sirach deck that won third place last weekend was not playing Time Twister. So he might have made changes. He might not be playing that. I don't know if the other Sirach deck was playing Birthing Pod. So it might just be a custom Sirach deck. Or he customized the one that won last week. Either way, I don't feel like messing around with... Oh, he got rid of my... I can't keep up Yavimaya Hollow and a blue land, or green land. A blue and green. So let's... not worry about Yavimaya Hollow and just play Rashmi. don't hate this Teferi. So I don't think I play Mystic Tutor if he doesn't play anything. Alright. Let's just play this elf. Oh. Yeah, I didn't think that one through, did I? Actually, no, let's just... Just regenerate whoever he blocks. He clearly blocks Rashmi. This allows us to keep mana up. More mana up at least. Got Negate and Flusterstorm. Definitely want to protect Rashmi. That's the name of the game here. Alright. I guess that stops my counterspell here. Alright. What do you got here? That's one part of the combo. So I have to imagine he is playing the combo. He's just modified the deck. Because he's playing Magus of the Moon, which is strange. Just Thassa? That's my only blue land? I don't have any green spells in my hand. And this gets a forest. Alright, let's just pass the turn. That seems pretty ambitious. So he's got 2 turns before he can turn Magus of the Moon into Kiki Jiki. But if he sacks Magus of the Moon, or he just has Kiki Jiki? It's not Kiki Jiki mana. Alright. Oh, I see. Can't be countered. I should have bounced this.